Welcome to Krazy Klowns. I have this sign on and you probably can't see. I'm just gonna fucking turn it off. But welcome to Krazy Klowns. I'm your KKW champion Birdman. And happy National Clown Week, which I just declared in a video because last week was National Clown Week with a C. But, oddly enough, our movie Krazy Klowns 3 Rewrite at Dawn falls on National Clown Week, coming out just in a few days. And today we're doing a Getting to Know, where we answer your questions about the movie. So here is Getting to Know Krazy Klowns 3 Rewrite at Dawn. Will you ever release Krazy Klowns the movie? Great job. You guys, this first question was about the first movie. For those of you who don't know, basically, the movie, our first movie, was never able to be put on YouTube due to a lot of reasons, and it's always been kind of a joke because we did the Clowny Awards a few months after, and we did a movies explained on the movie, and no one ever really got to see the movie. We kept doing the sequels now to the movie, which all the sequels they're not really connected to. There's only a few run-on jokes from all the movies, and it's never been released. But we do constantly like maybe every few months we do attempt to figure out a way to release the movie. So we do try often to actually think of ways to release the movie. We haven't given up yet. Hopefully one day you will see the very cringy movie that is Krazy Klowns, the movie. I hope you all just realize this is like a season 1 or season 2. This movie would have came out, and it's gonna be pretty bad. So don't get your hopes up too high. Did everyone make it into this movie? We advertised a few times some of the cast of this movie. No, every time, like every movie we've done, there's always someone who doesn't make it into this movie. This time it was Boy Joba was supposed to be in this movie, so this would be the first movie without him in it. He didn't really want to do the plot, but I think he was going to end up doing it anyways. But what happened was, we didn't think Maniac was going to make it into the movie due to scheduling, and so we just you know what, we'll do Lamb Stew would do his plot. But then Maniac did end up doing the being able to film the movie scenes, and we already filmed Lamb Stew in his scenes, so we're like, you know what, he'll just fill in for Boy Joba. And we're planning to put the Boy Joba in the credits scene, but no, he didn't. He never made it into the movie. We also kind of wanted Angelo to be in the movie. If you've seen like the first look, the Raven gets drafted to war, and we were gonna basically make Angelo kind of like a fake president, and that never happened. I talked to Angelo about it. It's purely my fault, not his, because after asking him if he wants to do it, I never followed up on actually doing it. So, my bad. But yeah, every movie there's always like someone who doesn't make it into the movie. Angelo and Bookworm was supposed to make it into the first movie. Bookworm's scenes got taken out. I can't exactly remember why. We had to write that movie a few times, so a lot of things changed, so that's probably what happened. I can't remember we didn't make it into a Krazy Klowns Christmas, but yeah, not everyone made it into the movie. Most of our Momos, I guess, made it into the movie. All Coin Momos would be in the movie, if that makes you feel better. And a lot of random people, like Homeless Panda and Cordis and shit, also made it into the movie. Will it be longer? Yes, it will be longer than our last movie every time. Now our movie gets longer, and I hope this was a positive question, like you want it to be longer, not shorter. So I'm just gonna act like you want these movies to be longer. Was it written by Birdman and the Raven? Correct. As every movie, it was written by me and the Raven, and filmed by me and the Raven, and everything was by me and the Raven besides all the acting. So I hope that's also positive. I hope you want me and him to watch the movie again. I think this was the best movie we've done. We don't really write what people say. We kind of just write the outline of the movie and the plots for the movie. So, will there be a mid-credit scene? Yes, just like every movie, we have a mid-credit scene. So don't click away. There is a mid-credit scene. It's basically the same as every movie. I don't want to. I basically just spoiled it. It's not a spoiler if it has already happened twice now. But yeah, there will be a mid-credit scene, so make sure you watch that. What is the main plots of the movie? Every movie we basically do like one or two main plots and then like a side plot or two. I think there was like 4 plots. I think there was like 3 plots of the first movie. 4 for the last movie, A Krazy Klowns Christmas, and I think there's 5 in total for this movie. The main plots are me and the Ice Knight. We get teleported to a different dimension that is controlled by the suicide, so we have to try to escape that. Which you can saw by the trailer, but besides the suicide part got cut out. I don't know why I cut it out. I didn't want it to be too long. And the other main plot is the Raven getting drafted to war. Whereas it's like the other 3 plots just be a surprise. Well, GL7's plot with Dill and Homeless Panda, it's already been said that they're going on a road trip, so I guess the other 2 or 1 plot, I can't remember exactly how many I already said. Those would be a surprise, okay? Will there be a lot of references in this movie? Yes. Every movie we kind of add a bunch of like jokes into the movie that you will kind of only understand. They will still be funny, but you will understand it more if you watch our videos. There will be a lot of references to videos, guest stars as always, and there's one very good reference. My favorite reference of all the movies will come in the scene Homeless Panda is in. You just have to watch very closely when Homeless Panda first comes into the movie. That scene, just watch very closely. There will be a great reference in that scene. Will there be any fourth wall breaks? Yes. Just as every movie, we break the fourth wall. It's really just unintentional. It's something always just happens where we break the fourth wall. So there will be a few fourth wall breaks in the movie. So expect those. Is there anything you wish you got into the movie? I always want to have every member make it to the movie. That's kind of impossible to do, though. Especially now with Bookworm being in a different state. So, yeah, I think just getting everyone in the movie will kind of be the thing I want to get into the movie the most. Besides for that, I don't know. I make the movie, so I kind of just can already put in the movie whatever I want. This is my channel, so my movie, and I can already put anything I want in the movie. What's the biggest differences compared to the other movies from this movie? I think this is the most quality movie we have ever done. A lot of work went into this movie. Though, just as always, we like to keep a lot of things similar, but a lot of things different. There's a lot more music in this movie. We always add original music to the movie that we make. There's a lot of differences and similarities. I think you will be able to tell. I think the biggest difference is that it's like the most quality we've ever done, longest, and I think it's just the funniest one we have ever done. But as always, there's things that from all the movies that make it in, like wind, and us trying not to laugh as we do the scenes. Always makes it into the movie. I don't know why we never redo those scenes, But yeah, so there's differences and similarities. I think though, if you like the other movies, you would definitely like this movie. It's my favorite movie we have done, and I'm not just saying that to get you to watch it. Do you believe this will get any Clowny nominations? If there is a Clowny Awards, because we will have to make them to 2019, because then we will just have to do it the next year. So if there is a Clowny Awards, we have to first of all make it to there. So if there is a Clowny Awards, I think the people who won the awards will give us a nomination or two, as always. Why was it released in the summer? We kind of tried to do it where it's we will have more time, the weather will be better, and less wind. The wind was the biggest thing that we wanted to kind of avoid, and that's why, basically. And so we started making jokes that we were doing a summer blockbuster instead of the usual fall release, because I think the last movie was intended to release in October, November, the first one, and then the Krazy Klowns Christmas was in December. So it's a big difference, but I think it's good, and I think it did help filming it to have better weather. Favorite scene from the movie? I think that would be spoiling the movie for you. I think, though, how can I not spoil this? Some of my favorite stuff is with GL7. The Raven was really good in the movie, I think, because he got to shine. Because usually I get to be in like my own solo plot. But this time I get to be in the first other time in the movie. I get a plot where I see someone in the movie, not just by myself the whole movie. The Raven though gets to kind of get the solo plot, and he does really good. So I like some of the stuff we did with him, GL7, and there's a specific scene. Me and Ice Knight walking around. As all movies, we have some walking around scene. That is fantastic because we were literally just walking around and it started just fucking around. So it would have to be one of those in the movie. Why is it called We Ride at Dawn? Well, basically every movie title kind of is like supposed to be a joke. Like Krazy Klowns, the movie is supposed to be a joke title, kind of a reference to those types of movie titles. The Krazy Klowns Christmas is kind of supposed to be a parody title of Christmas movies because they kind of all just basically have that kind of similar title. And this one is a joke on two things. One is how movies like Birdman, Dark Knight Rises, and stuff like how all those, and like Transformers is Dark of the Moon, and Age of Extinction, stuff like that, how they have really epic titles. So it's kind of, that was one of the jokes. It was supposed to be just a randomly epic title. And the other joke was how we really hate when movies, like, they would just be, good example is Hotel Transylvania's Hotel Transylvania 1, Hotel Transylvania 2, Hotel Transylvania 3 Summer Vacation. How they just randomly add like a subtitle to the movie, just out of nowhere. And so we really hate that, and so we decided, you know what, we'll do a joke on epic movie titles, and we'll do a joke on that and just add a random subtitle. So We Ride at Dawn was supposed to have like no actual importance to the movie whatsoever. And there ended up being the whole road trip scene, so it kind of ended up making sense. Unfortunately, it was intended not to make any sense whatsoever. Well, everyone, this has been fun as always. Maybe we'll finally do a getting to know for myself soon. But I hope you guys will check the movie out when it comes out this Friday. And of course, enjoy National Clown Week. I've been your KKW champion, Birdman. And good night.